might be the best time to buy GFuel, but things are starting to change, so let's talk about it. Okay guys, so in this video today, I'm going to be telling you all about BOGO sales, the best times to buy GFuel, other sales, when BOGO happens, when BOGO, you guys get it, haha, funny, and the cheapest ways you guys can buy GFuel if it's BOGO or not. So if you like the content and want more GFuel guides or more, I guess, tips and tricks, be sure to like and subscribe. Only about 20% of you guys are actually subscribed watching this right now, and I'm a tiny content creator, guys. So while if I had 1 million views, okay, but I don't. So each single one of you guys means the world to me. I mean, again, I'm a tiny content creator. Each single person that does anything and interacting with this video, subscribing, liking, sharing it, it means the world to me. It's a huge impact on my channel and it helps me out more than you know. On with the rest of the video. So just under a year ago, I made this video and a lot of things have changed. When I made that video, I wasn't partnered with GFuel, now I am. I mean, seriously, since I made that video, we've had the biggest year GFuel's ever had. So many flavor drop. I mean, just last month we had like 7 or 8 flavors drop, not including BOGO. So while that video does have some of the same information, things have changed and they're changing. I felt the need to redo this video and make an updated version because so much of that video, if you go back and watch it, is not exactly correct anymore. And if you've seen that video, you kind of know what I'm alluding to. I'll cover it now. Since that video, we've started seeing different days at BOGO's launch, what happens with BOGO, more BOGO, different sales. I mean, just so much has changed about how to get the best discounts on your GFuel order. Now I'm going to go through BOGO dates. This is when we can expect BOGOs to happen and normally what we can expect out of them. Stick around to the end. We're going to talk about the sales and discounts and stuff like that for when it's not BOGO. So the first BOGO of the year, it's going to be New Year's BOGO. It's currently happening now as of the time of recording. It's really the biggest BOGO of the year, which is wild. This year, every single flavor except for pre-orders was in BOGO. I mean, flavors that had been out for like 2 weeks were in BOGO. It's pretty crazy. This BOGO pretty much is part of Christmas BOGO, which we'll touch on in a little bit. This year, this BOGO has been extended almost a full week after the new year, so up to the 7th. That's not very common. Normally we see it end on the 5th or the 4th even. The second BOGO of the year, the big BOGO of the year, is usually spring BOGO. This one has historically lasted about 2 weeks, which is a huge amount of time. Starts around mid-March. From spring BOGO, we normally get a couple reskins, if that. Overall, it's just a solid time to restock on whatever's missing out of your collection. So the next big BOGO of the year is gonna have to be Memorial Day BOGO. It runs about a day before or on Memorial Day, and it's a couple days, four days-ish. It usually runs into early June. Most of the time, we don't see any reskins or anything like that for Memorial Day BOGO, but it's a larger selection of flavors. Next up, guys, is one of my favorite BOGOs of the year. It's Christmas in July or the 4th of July BOGO. This BOGO, we normally have a ton of flavors that we can pick from. Sometimes there's reskins, sometimes there's not. It's really a toss-up, but there's usually a huge selection. I'd say that this is one of the better times to pick up. The 5th big BOGO of the year is probably going to be Labor Day BOGO, running around Labor Day, day before, day after normally. It's not a very long BOGO, it's just kind of one of those filler BOGOs that we normally have. By the end of this video, you're going to hate the sound of the word BOGO. So the 6th BOGO of the year, which is normally another big one, is going to have to be End of Summer BOGO. This one starts normally late September, maybe runs into October. End of Summer BOGO is kind of like a clearance type deal where they push all the summer flavors. That's going to be more fruity, tropical flavors, lemonade based flavors. So the 7th big BOGO of the year is going to have to be Halloween BOGO. It's only a couple days. So the 8th BOGO of the year is going to have to be Thanksgiving BOGO. Really big one there. We have a ton of reskins. We've normally received some of the pie flavors. The 9th and final BOGO of the year is going to be Christmas BOGO, which leads into New Year's BOGO. This is the biggest BOGO of the year. You're not going to find a bigger BOGO unless something wild changes. Historically, this has been the biggest BOGO. It's had almost every single flavor in it. This year, we had every single flavor in it except for pre-orders. We also have a ton of reskins that happen around here that are holiday themed or Christmas themed. If you get any BOGO, this is going to be the one that has the best selection, really. But there's going to be some things changing. So you may be wondering, what's changing? Well, we've seen that the amount of BOGOs that we're having is greatly increased. In 2022, we had a BOGO almost every single month. While they may not have been full BOGOs like I've been saying, or the bigger BOGOs, they have been BOGOs. There's been 24-hour flash BOGOs, hydration BOGOs. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a starter kit BOGO in the future. Now, they don't have the full selection like normal. Normally it's dumbed down a lot to only about 10 or 20 options versus the full 50. So you can keep up to date with those BOGOs if they drop randomly or anything like that. Down below there's my Twitter and my Discord. That's where I ping. Most of the time I'm actually so fast that I beat GFuel to a lot of notifications, so if you want to be the first to know, that's how you do it. If you don't know what reskins are, very quickly I'll give a rundown. It's an old flavor, new packaging. Normally it's themed or it's exclusive or it's a collectible. It's collectible packaging that's going to go away soon. There's a couple of fan favorites that are seasonal reskins that go away for a long time and then come back only once or twice a year. Raspberry Pi, Peach Cobbler, which we didn't get this year, Marshmallow Birds. Now with BOGO out of the way, let's talk discount codes. This is going to be a whole rundown on the best way to get GFuel when it's not a BOGO. How discount codes work now, because discount codes have changed, guys. The GFuel discount system has changed entirely. GFuel discount codes used to be 10% all the time with spikes of 30% 1 or 2 weekends out of the month. But GFuel changed the system to the point where now it's completely different. All GFuel discount codes are 20% off all the time. Done. No more 10%, means you're gonna get a better deal, but it's not gonna be on everything. So in the old system, it used to be when you got 30%, you would be 30% off on everything. Now it's 20% flat, however, 30% off on rotating items. Every month it changes. So for example, you put code MIST in on your mango lemonade order and you have a shaker in there. It takes 30% off the tub, but the shaker cup only has 20% taken off, or vice versa. Maybe next month the tub is 30% off and the shaker is 30% off, or the tub is 20% off and the shaker is 30% off. Or maybe it only works on starter kits for 30% and everything else is 20%. Maybe next month code MIST is 30% off all flavor launches, kind of like December. And you might be wondering, well, why would I use a discount code when I could just get BOGO the new flavor? You can't. That's the thing. BOGO oftentimes does not include the last few newest flavors, so you can't just pick it up. And with some launches like Rainbow Six Siege, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, just off the top of my head, those ones sold out, believe all of them within a day. So you can't just wait for BOGO and hope that they'll be in stock, because they probably won't. So big launches, if they're not put in BOGO when BOGO is announced, they're not going to be in BOGO for the next BOGO, and you got to get them then. You can do that by going down below. There's a link. It should be the top link. It's to the GFuel website main page. You'll see if there's BOGO going on, any sales or new flavors they're running. They normally have that plastered on the front page. So make sure you're signed up and signed in. That way you can start claiming XP rewards, which you can learn more about on my prior video on the subject down below on rewards XPs, the best way to utilize them in the description. That's the new 2023 updated BOGO/discount guide. I just want to give a big shout out to everyone who's used code MIST on your GFuel orders. You guys have been an insane help. Your help and support has allowed me to invest way more in my setup and my content and stuff like that. So I won't let you guys down, I promise. And the content is going to get better. So if you can, share this video with a friend, interact with it down below, like, subscribe, comment, respond to a few comments if you don't mind. YouTube freaks out when it realizes that people are interacting with a small channel like mine and starts sharing it to everybody. You can see that subscriber count, it's pretty low. You guys right now have more power than if you went to a channel with 1 million subscribers and started doing stuff like that. So if you have any questions about this, or if I have not hit a certain topic, let me know in the comments below. I'm more than happy to answer. I normally reply within a few hours, but if I, for some reason, miss yours, be sure to @ me on Twitter or DM me on Discord or ping me in my server. Links are all down below. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the love and support. Have a great rest of your day. Catch y'all in the next one.